Welcome back to Sledgehammer Horror, guys. I'm Ashley Sledge,
And I'm Ken Sledge.
and let's talk horror.
So today we're joined by the amazing Marcus Dunstan. Marcus, how you doing today, man?
I am grateful. Thank you for that kind intro. It's nice to see you guys.
We're very excited to have you here. But before we talk about why you're here, Marcus, I would like for the people that don't know you to get to know you a little bit. You've written and directed such amazing films like the Collector and Collection movies, which we are
We love those
absolutely
movies.
huge,
Yes.
huge fans of. It's actually one of the very few watch-alongs we've done on the channel because we're such big fans of what you guys were able to do with those films.
Mhm.
The very underrated Feast, and then you were writing and doing screenplays for Saws from 4 all the way up through 3D. So you've got a lot of feathers in that cap already, my friend. What keeps your drive going to keep doing what you're doing?
Well, it is a constant. I love the colloquial experience. I love the idea that, starting when I was a kid and I was an usher through high school, that place, that wonderful place in the dark, was a spot for folks to jump closer together, not further apart. It was
Right.
where we could have, a shared experience no matter where we were. And I was very fortunate that the manager of the Cinema 1 and 2, Larry Jarvis, he brought the world into Macomb, Illinois. He would source prints for an international film series. So that's how I was introduced to John Woo. That's how I saw Prospero's books. That's how I saw, my gosh, that's how I saw the first edit or re-edit of Blade Runner. That's how I saw Reservoir Dogs. That's how I saw like independent, awesome cinema, foreign cinema, everything. It was wonderful. So then I thought, then the trailers. I loved watching the trailers because it was this tonal ride, even as the assortment of trailers were kind of designed to raise the pulse rate before the main picture.
Mhm.
So this opportunity kind of came along with hashtag AmFad, all my friends are dead, where it was also a tonal challenge. And what was exciting about it was, okay, I have worked in the realm of we know who's doing it, when's someone going to get it, but this was a whodunit. And this was a whodunit featuring people that this was written by Josh Sims and Jessica Sarah Flom. So it's like, okay, I feel like I'm eavesdropping on a brand new set of people that I don't know. Oof, the mystery's working. That aforementioned twist, that twist took me by total surprise. I had my hand in a few twists. And then what really resonated, and to answer your question precisely, why? Because it had a heart. And the
Yes.
heart side of it was like, okay, this terrifies me, but I'm jumping into the deep end. I want to try to protect this. Let's go.
Right.
Yeah, that's awesome. Can you give a little non-spoiler synopsis of this film?
Absolutely. 20 years ago, there were some kids that went to a conference called Karmapalooza. And it didn't go so well. They
Right.
were viciously torn apart and themes reminiscent of the 7 deadly sins. But forget that. It's 2024. And a new group of hopeful friends are going to the rebooted Karmapalooza, where maybe some secrets of their own may come back in the form of betrayal, suspicion, or deadly consequences when something else comes out of retirement to settle an old score.
Yes.
Yes. And
Perfect. That was
that's the
perfect.
perfect synopsis for the film,
Yeah.
too.
So you got to work with casts like JoJo Siwa, Jade Pettyjohn, Jen Enns. How was it like working with them and all the other casts?
So this is remarkable. How many people in their early 20s already have 15 years experience? And that is Jade Pettyjohn. And Jade Pettyjohn is a North Star. She was a North Star for this. And what I liked about having the character, she plays the character of Sarah, our lead. And I thought, well, okay, Sarah then is going to become the camera. She's the camera of the movie, and she will be observing because she's on the outside of this group of friends that maybe they're a cabal, they're friends, they're frenemies, they're suspects, they're and here's this person that I thought, like, I'm this is my Amy Steele to
Yes.
the Friday the 13th Part 2. That's there's
Two, baby.
no mistake that there's a denim jacket that plays because Amy Steele like had that kind of denim, aesthetic and had the nice blonde hair and the bay window eyes and the observer. Amy Steele, and then Amy Steele could also possess steel. And Jade Pettyjohn has the fortified soul. And I thought, like, well, all these people are hiding in their phones and trying to show the lies of their lives, there's this person that they're not regarding who has strength inside too, and has reasons to be there and whatnot. And hey, I hope she makes it, you know.
And you know what he says, you know, you don't know me as well as you think you do.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
like,
never judge a book by just because you're a beautiful lady doesn't mean that you haven't had some trauma in your past.
absolutely. Because we all do. We all have storms in our heart. And sometimes we can lie to the world in that phone in 3-second bursts, but sometimes reality catches up with you. So
Right.
so we had her, and then the neat thing is that Jade and JoJo worked together on the School of Rock TV show adaptation.
Yeah.
So to have them in the same room again, they instantly, it was almost like dance partners. They instantly had the same rhythm. And it was and we could move so diligently that I was able to add more JoJo,
Yeah.
more, because JoJo's character Colette is a through line, and it is almost like haunting in some ways, all of this. And I wanted to see, like, wait, now how can we surprise the audience that expects a different version of this person, the version that is on their phone, the version that is the entertainer, the performer. And I wanted to underscore one bit of media that I saw, and it was the most telling that I needed prior to any working on the set. And it was an exhausted JoJo Siwa sitting atop a rock in New Zealand, I believe. And it was on a show where you kind of you push yourselves to the limits and whatnot. And I think she'd carried someone who was so it was hurt, or that was part of it, to like get them to a safe place. And there's this exhausted young kid sitting atop a mountain that looks like it's on the top of the world, and says, you know, I've lived in a bubble, and I want out of the bubble.
Right.
I want to be pushed, and I want to see what's out there. So that person arrived, and I thought, like, this is going to be one of the most special days of my life. And it was, because there was maybe an obligation to do something for 10 hours, and JoJo gave us these 13 on this particular day, and it just kept building into something that we're so very proud of. So then and Jennifer Ends, I saw the character she plays, Mona, I went to high school with Mona. And to go back to high school every day and see Jennifer Ends bring that person to life, I was like, this is traumatizing, but it's also awesome. But then I was like, you know, like, this was the person who could dissect me like a scalpel. Like, and I thought, and you know what I did? I found such joy making that person a hero, making that person triumph over the ice inside, or the perceived ice, and then get to the root of damage. So because based on the absolute tremendous skill of Jennifer, I had the option. And I want to call out Kirk Shaw and Stephanie Rennie, 2 producers. We shot in order. So you would not have any of this if we hadn't have shot in order. Because sometimes you end up shooting the end first, and you're stuck with where the cuts are, and where, you know, and you're also stuck where almost emotionally the character is. So for Jennifer, for Mona, it's like, I wanted the full arc. Like, I want to take advantage of Josh Sims and Jessica Seraflom's script, in that when you have a murder mystery, you have extra acreage to develop the characters. Why? Because we need to suspect them. We need to understand maybe why they do it, so it doesn't come out of like a left field sort of thing. And you end up getting to know these people better. The part 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, when you just know what's coming, it's almost like a celebration of the decadence of how much of an uptick in body count, or just the nastiness can be. And in this case, the surprise was, I know these people. These are my friends. Like, oh, and if we're so lucky, they become human enough, they become identifiable enough, that when the threat enters the room, well, now we're unsettling, and now we're chilling you, and now we get into this. So we made a deliberate choice to have our opening credits at a particular point where the bubblegum world of the early aughts road trip movie hands the keys over to the new driver, the horror movie.
Right. And what I love, you're talking about people that, you know, you grew up with, and you see them in here. We've all had friends that have tried to stick a baseball up their ass every now and then. We kind of know what's going on. So, you know, This movie is, you know, it really is like a Seven meets Saw meets Scream type of feel to it. You have all these different things. And real quick, we want to show you guys the trailer. So here's the trailer for the upcoming hashtag AMFAD, All My Friends Are Dead.
Hey guys, it's Live in the Big City. And guess what? I'm going to Carpapalooza, baby! Shut the fuck up! Start with a cute pic. Fucking cute! Yes? Kind of what's trending.
Make out?
Got it. Piggyback off that. Okay, ready? Now say fake ass post. Fake ass post.
Ma'am?
You fucking bitch. Jealous. Okay. Why are you doing this?
I can't die a fucking virgin! Oh, and remember, if you get stabbed, don't post anything about it. Victims are so played out.
So now you guys know what to expect. So we got a couple more questions real quick for you, Marcus.
So Marcus, what's the difference between writing and directing and then directing without writing?
Well, in this
Kind of a
case, well, absolutely. Thank you. That's a great question. I think the difference is both. I have the one who isn't there to help the other. So in this case, I was writing another script, but the writer was able to help me adapt that script to our resources and our schedule. And then let's say I'm writing something and I've been told what maybe the budget is. Well, the director can step in and be like, okay, now here's a way you can pull that off. But unless they also agree that that's the way to pull it off, maybe suggest it in this. Like, here's how, here's the simple version, here's the artsy version, here's the big budget version. Maybe keep that alchemy going and save your big for the moments that'll feel so vital, we got to figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I can see where the differences would be there. So obviously, like we said, you've worked with a lot of amazing actors and actresses on this film, which you guys also, please stay through the credits. You're going to want to do that for yourself.
Absolutely.
Thank you for saying so. Thank you for saying so. That's one of the things I try to say at every interview. Yes, I want to shout out Cardi Wong, Justin Derrickson, Fiona O'Higgins, of course, JoJo, Jade, Jennifer Enns, Julian Haig, Jack Dope Smith, Ali Fumiko Whitney, and two ringers. Peter Giles, who's returning from Pilgrim and who was also in Unhuman, and Michaela Russell. Michaela Russell, who not only acts in the movie, but she was a producer behind the scenes and created, co-wrote, produced all 33 of our original tracks, including that banger you just heard on the trailer. That is from South Africa, where Michaela hails from. So thank you. Everybody did about 10 different jobs on this one to create something that we hope lures you into the dark, turns the silver screen red. Holy cow, August 2nd, hashtag AmFat, all my friends are dead.
Yes.
And that is when this episode drops, guys. And guess what? All the links to the VOD are right down in the description. So you don't got to go far.
You
check
definitely want to check this one out.
Yes. And like we said, watch the beginning, stick through the middle. You're going to be shocked at the end and you're going to want to stay through the credits. I promise you, you're not going to want to miss this. So,
by the way, mom and pop shop, I'm sorry. I worked at Blockbuster. It was going down and they didn't even have a name tag with my name on it. So this is Jamie. And I think Jamie must have been taken out by like a rhino horn. I don't know what happened there. But
right,
hey,
well, I appreciate you putting the bullet hole in our business. We really appreciate you. So
I didn't even know. I didn't know.
But again, guys, please make sure you're checking the movie out. All the VOD links are down in the description. You're going to have a great time. We had a blast watching this movie, and we
really
can't wait for you guys to check it out. Marcus, thank you for your time. Everybody else, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. It helps to build our channel more than you know. And follow Sledgehammer Horror on social media. Our links are in the description as well. But until next time, keep talking horror.
Stay who you are.
And we'll see you guys soon.
Bye, guys.